Hey everybody, good morning and welcome back yet again. Um, Another cook on the UDS today. Figured we'll start out, out at the barrel. I'm gonna kind of show you my setup. I did that pork butt the other day. I did not use a diverter or a baffle or whatever you want to call it. Today I am gonna use my so-called homemade baffle, and I figured I'd just bring you out here and show you how I got it set up. I do have a tumbleweed that has been burning in there for about 15 minutes, so this thing, for the most part, for me, is about ready to get shut down. So I think I'm just going to bring you in, and I'll show you how I get it set up. All right, so first things first, obviously, using B&B oak briquettes, by far my favorite charcoal, and I do have a couple pieces of post oak mixed in with it. Using about a half a basket. I'm not thinking this should only be like a 4 to 6 hour cook, so half a basket with this stuff should be plenty. So now let me bring you over and show you my custom baffle. All right, so here it is. Basically I got the holes drilled on the outside of the drum. I got the one that's for the main grate 7 inches down, and the other one's about 14-ish inches down, or I don't 17 inches down, I should say. So the way this works is I pretty much take the grill grate. That is a 16-inch pizza pan. Put that on the grill grate, and that is a 13-inch pizza stone, and I kind of just center that right over the charcoal basket, and boom, homemade baffle. I'll just kind of show you. I'll put this together in the barrel right now so you can see exactly how I do it. All right, so first things first, I'm going to take the grate, put that on the lower bolts. Step 2 is going to be taking this 16-inch pizza pan, placing it right on the grill grate. Then step 3 is going to be taking the pizza stone and putting it right on, and that to me is somewhat pretty close to centered, right over that charcoal basket. And then obviously last but not least, we go on with the main grate, and that is how I'm going to run this grill today. I've run my pit barrel cooker like this plenty of times. It works pretty dang good, and this will work until I do get a baffle. I probably will look at getting a baffle here sometime in the near future. So now besides that, I'm going to take you inside, and super excited about what we're cooking today. So I'll show you what we're cooking. Beef plate ribs is going to be on the menu for dinner tonight. Love cooking these things. Kind of just, I know everybody says it, but I'll say it one more time. And then every time I cook these, I won't say it. But it's brisket on a stick. I do think that beef ribs are a lot more forgiving to cook than a brisket is, whether you wrap or you don't wrap. I typically kind of sort of do it a little different every single time. But I've done these plenty of times where I haven't wrapped and just kind of sprayed it a few times throughout the cook with like a mixture of like a beef broth and water, and it turns out pretty dang good. But first things first on these, let's start on the bottom side. There is a silver skin here. I have always taken this silver skin off, and I've always wanted to try not taking it off. So I think all I'm going to do is I'm just going to score the bottom. And I don't know why, but that's all I'm going to do is just like this. And that's all I'm going to do to the bottom. I'm going to do nothing else. I mean, the bottom's going to get rubbed down, but I'm not going to take the silver skin off. And I might have just defeated the purpose of leaving it on by scoring it, but I just want to try. So let's flip her back over. There is a fat cap on here. It is a relatively, it's soft in some spots, it's hard in other spots. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim this fat cap off. Not all of it, but I'm pretty much just going to trim the fat until it's soft everywhere, because it's not going to render down and it's not going to eat very good in my opinion. And you can see that I'm using my sweet Drip Easy BBQ prep tray. The thing's awesome, really like it. I've used it pretty much for every single cook I've done. It just really minimizes on your mess. And I think I'm actually going to call that good. So now I'm going to go ahead and get these things rubbed down. I'm going to get the fat out of the way first. So real easy to get these prepped up. I'm just going to use this W sauce as a binder. Then I'm going to go on with the medium coat of the Killer Hogs AP. And then I'm going to go on with a little bit heavier coat of the Killer Hogs TX brisket rub. So let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and pop my sweet Drip Easy BBQ prep, prep tub up. It's pretty nice, like I said, for rubbing stuff down. And then we're going to go ahead and give the bottom a coat of some W sauce. Then we are going to go on go on medium with the Killer Hogs AP. I'm just going to finish the bottom up right away, give it a good coat of the TX brisket rub. Again, on with the W sauce. That'll be good for the AP. Then we're going to go on with another coat again of the TX brisket rub. Just kind of pat it in. And these, this is gonna be good. This is all prepped up, ready for me to cook it. So now I'm just gonna kind of sort of let this sit out, and I'll give you a quick peek once I throw it on the UDS. So we'll see you then. Alrighty, we are down at the UDS. This thing's just about up to temp. It's at 230 right now. I'm gonna run this in between 275 and 300. But what I like to do with these is I like to get them on before I get it to, up to temp. That way I can just, move my vents around. And then once this thing's set, the meat's already on it, and I don't have to open it up to put the meat on it. So let's go ahead and throw the ribs on. And I am going to stick one of these needle probes right into the thick part of it. Just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and close this thing down. Get this thing going right between 275 and 300. And I will probably pick back up in a couple hours, so we'll see you then. Okay, we are back. We are 3 hours in. Internal right now is at about 186. This thing has been holding rock solid at like 265 to 275 this whole cook. I just had to adjust the vents one time, but I've been able to keep this top vent open all the way. And then my two other vents, I'm able to have them open about, one's open about half, the other one's open about a quarter. You can see that right there. You can just kind of see the difference in them. Just kind of sort of learning vent control on this thing. I was going in and out and just doing both a little bit, shut or a little bit open. And I couldn't get the temps to hold, so I finally just came out and I just closed one of them about halfway compared to the other one. And that did the trick. So let's go ahead and take a look at the ribs. Really do like that lid hanger. I would say for anybody who gets the, gets a UDS, I highly suggest getting that rib hanger. But here's the ribs, good drawback on the bones. I don't think I'm going to wrap these, and if I do wrap them, it's going to be butcher paper, but I kind of want some more bark on that yet. So I'm going to go ahead and let these things ride through. I'll probably come out and check them probably around 198, 200, just to check for probe tenderness. And I will pick back up one final time when we're cutting into these things. So we will see you then. Okay, so we are back, and it is time to eat. Real quick over to cook times. Pit temp was 275-ish pretty much the whole time. It kind of went as low as like 265 and as high as 280, but it was pretty much 275 the whole cook. Did these for about 6 hours. Brought them up to probe tender, which today was about an internal of 198, and this is what we got. So they smell fantastic. Let's go ahead and cut into them. Let's go ahead and take a peek at one of them. That is, whoop, there we go. That is pretty good looking. A lot of juice running through there. Nice little smoke ring coming up. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Wow, that is fantastic. I have done beef ribs with the combo of those two rubs before. That Killer Hogs AP and Killer Hogs Texas brisket rub. Just absolutely good flavor on that. The B&B, oak briquettes and then the post oak, chunks of wood, just fantastic. Super, super good. Really got a good smoke flavor. Again, really happy with this cut of meat on my UDS, and more or less kind of happy that I think I sort of figured out the vents on there. So now besides that, I'm going to go ahead and eat. You guys and girls have a fantastic evening. Make sure you check me out on Facebook, Instagram, throw me a sub on, the YouTube. Give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and again, if you want to see something on my channel or see me cook something on a particular grill, throw me a comment, maybe I'll do it. So you guys and girls have a good night, and we will see you next time.